In today's video, we're going to explore nanoparticles, which are extremely small particles, and take a closer look at both their many practical uses and the possible risks they may carry. Nanoparticles are defined as particles that have a diameter ranging between 1 nanometer and 100 nanometers. To give you an idea of just how tiny that is, a single nanometer is 1/billionth of a meter, meaning these particles are smaller than 0.000000001 meters across. Because of their incredibly small size, even high-powered light microscopes cannot be used to see them. The scientific field that studies and develops these types of materials is known as nanoscience. Over recent years, this area of research has led to the development of a wide range of new and advanced materials that display very unique and useful properties. One of the most important features of nanoparticles is that they have a very large surface area to volume ratio. This happens because as objects get smaller, their volume reduces much more quickly than their surface area does, which results in an increase in the surface area compared to the volume. This characteristic is significant because many of the most promising and important applications of nanoparticles are related more to their surface area than to their overall volume. For example, when we use materials as catalysts to speed up chemical reactions, it is only the surface area that is exposed and available to interact with other substances that actually matters. So, when using nanoparticles, we need much less material than we would if we were using the same substance in the form of larger particles, because the smaller size means a larger exposed surface area per unit of volume. Another very exciting application of nanoparticles is in the field of nanomedicine, which refers to the use of nanoparticles in medical treatments and drug delivery systems. Scientists are currently studying how nanoparticles such as fullerenes, which are spherical structures made from carbon atoms, can be used to transport medicine to specific parts of the human body. These particles are so incredibly small that they might be able to carry drugs right into the interior of individual cells, making treatments more targeted and potentially more effective. In addition to medicine, nanoparticles are also being researched for their use in tiny electrical circuits. Some nanoparticles are capable of conducting electricity, which opens the door to the creation of ultra-miniature electronic components like computer chips, which could be faster and more powerful than ever before. Nanoparticles also show promise in healthcare materials due to their antibacterial properties. For instance, silver nanoparticles are used in products such as surgical masks, wound dressings, and plasters to kill bacteria and reduce the chances of infections. The presence of these particles can make these everyday materials far more effective at keeping wounds clean and preventing bacteria from spreading. However, despite all the amazing possibilities, there are some important concerns and potential issues associated with nanotechnology. One of the main concerns is that nanotechnology is still a relatively new area of science, and we do not yet fully understand how nanoparticles interact with the human body. Although there is no strong evidence at the moment to suggest that nanoparticles are harmful, it is difficult to be completely sure until more thorough and long-term studies are carried out. As a result, some people believe that the use of nanoparticles should be more tightly regulated and that products containing them should clearly state so on their labels to help consumers make informed choices. One real-world example of this issue can be seen in sun creams. When nanoparticles are added to sun creams, they usually improve the effectiveness of the product because they provide better coverage and protection against harmful ultraviolet rays from the sun. However, questions remain about whether these nanoparticles can be absorbed through the skin and into the body, and if so, whether they might cause harm to human cells. Additionally, when these particles are washed off the skin and end up in the ocean, we are not entirely sure what impact they might have on marine life and ecosystems. Even though no damage has been proven so far, there is a possibility that nanoparticles could pose a risk to the environment in ways we do not yet fully understand. In conclusion, while nanoparticles offer a huge range of exciting and beneficial applications across medicine, electronics, cosmetics, and many other fields, there are still important safety questions that scientists and regulatory agencies are working hard to answer.